Welcome to Shorty Supercoach. What's going on, guys? It's been a while since we've spoken. Shorty's been to the footy. Holy shit, it stressed me out. Geelong and Collingwood. Shorty's, of course, a diehard Cats fan. That was one of the most stressful games I've been to. I just felt like the longer the game went on, the more we had to lose and the pressure built and we didn't settle into the game. Full disclosure, I lost my shit early in the last quarter. I was at the game, and it's always more stressful at the game. I had to take a walk out. I had to step aside. I was just losing my shit. Brad Close missed a couple of targets. Smith missed a goal on the run. I need to get some air. Shorty's going to flip his lid here. I literally walked out past the cops with this look on my face like I was a psycho. And, just went down those stairs and, just yelled a little bit, just let out some frustration. I'm a pretty passionate, emotional supporter. And there were some kiddies around where I was sitting, and I thought, Shorty doesn't want to lose his shit and get the antisocial behaviour number called on him, so I'm just going to leave the vicinity. I know what you're thinking, pretty mature guy, but we got there in the end. Gary Rowan, who would have thought? I tell you what, credit to the fella who came up and shook my hand. Obviously, a fellow who watches the channel. We were in a bay of Geelong supporters next to a bay of Collingwood fans. He came up and shook my hand after the game and said congrats. So, congrats to you, mate, honestly. I would have been fuming and wouldn't have been able to bring myself to shake the hand of an opposition supporter. So, credit to you and thanks for saying g'day, mate. That's good stuff. But look, also, I'm getting into the Brownlow predictors all over the place, multiing those up. I'm telling you, there's not many things you can bet on that the race has already been run. So I did my little multi last year, and we won absolutely nothing. So that was a good bit of advice that I gave you. But hopefully, I can give you better advice, not just for the Brownlow, but for this weekend same game multi. Now, if gambling's not your thing, it's not everybody's thing, it's fine. Don't scream at me. If you don't want to gamble, then don't. I like to have a bit of a flutter. I like to have some relevance to the game, particularly one that Geelong's not involved in. I just like having players to barrack for, and I definitely don't break the bank, but you still get a bit of a kick if you can win. So let's review last week's. I had a few on the Geelong-Collingwood game, just because I had a bonus bet available. Now, last game I did was, I think it was the Sydney-Melbourne one. Yeah, Sydney-Melbourne. So let's have a look. It was oh so close. I ended up making a small profit, but it was brutal. So this was savage. We nearly had this. This might have been where I got the bonus bet. But look at this. One possession from Clary, and he had the blood rule going on in that last quarter. So stressful. This one didn't really do too much for us. Petrarca obviously struggling. Mills wasn't too far off, but 2 out of 4, but it wasn't far off. You're always in the hunt with these possessions, I'm telling you. And then again, we were so damn close. Well, not really. Chad Warner was about the only bet I put down that didn't give a yelp. The others were there and abouts. And this was my main bet. This was the one I said, look, put your biggest stake down on it. It's a lock. And it turned out to be some pretty easy money, and that's what we're hoping to find again today. So, yeah, I put my bonus bet down and, a couple of random ones for the Cats, and I think only one of them got up. But, yeah, it wasn't too bad, that one. Can't believe Paddy was in the 15 disposals market. Absolute piece of cake. But let's take a look at this week's games. I'll do both games in the one video. And now my philosophy, if you're new to these, I don't like having 9 legs, left, right and centre, all these players for 15, 2 goals, etc. I'm more of a disposals guy. I'll chuck the odd goal kicker in there, but I just like to keep the odds somewhere in the 2s and the 3s. We might get adventurous, we'll just see. But more or less, I prefer to just keep it safe, because I'm telling you, I've done it before. When you bite too much off, you're always 1 or 2 legs out, because, most of you guys get up. But when you extend these possessions over 7 legs, it just mathematically doesn't seem to be able to work. I don't know what it is. So don't get greedy. Just try and land some safe bets and then maybe get a bit funky elsewhere. But little time check. Cool. Let's take a look at it, shall we? And I like to not look at the odds or anything before I do this. So this is all sort of just working live. So if I don't talk much for certain periods, you know why. I'm focusing on other things. Stephen May was really good to us last week. He dominated. And really interested to see that Dane Zorko's in there. I'm going to have him for 15. There's no doubt about that. And honestly, I'm a bit surprised that Christian Salem is even in there for 15. That might be... You often don't get too much in the 15 disposal market, but I feel like Zorko's a newcomer to the 15 disposal market. And Salem, I feel like, is pretty solid. So we had the 12 last week. I'd be surprised. Look, I won't put him in this main bet, but I'd be surprised. Even someone like Bailey, and there's something to work with here. There's something to work with. But look, let's go to, before we get a bit funky with some of those guys, let's go to the tried and tested stars. I think, look, a few things coming in this game. I think Neil will cop some attention. He'll still find plenty of the ball, but I've gone him for 30 at times. I won't. I'll probably go Oliver for 25 or 30. Loves the Lions. And I'm going to steer clear of Petrarca, I think. It's very tempting to have him for 20. But just super concerned about what that body's doing and just where he might play positionally. So, off the back of that, I am going to chuck these two lads in for 20 there. And I will chuck Oliver down for that. And I might just try and find one more, to be honest, and then I'll just get a little $2 bet and just chuck some coin down on that, and then we might just move on to adding some of these other guys in. Brayshaw for 20. It's tempting. Look, I'm really confident on Melbourne. I rarely do that, but I am going to chuck the D's in at $1.30. And we're going to bet return that bad boy. And just chuck $11 on it. 11? Don't ask me why. But let's involve some of these other guys. There's not stacks I want to play with in some of those higher disposal markets, but I actually reckon Salem's worth a bit of a shot. Max Gawn, really worth something to think about too, I reckon, whether I put him in this bet or not. I might just do 3 for this one. I reckon Gawn's a show, so I'm not going to put him in this one. But yeah, there's actually a little bit to work with, which is surprising in the 15s. So even Ed Langdon just, could harms. I know he's going to tag, but it's so interesting when you get Petrarca, who should spend less time in the middle. It really makes you go, well, there's some possessions elsewhere for guys to get, isn't there? Gee, he's had a bit of the pill. What did he have last time against the Lions? Because I feel like he did a bit of a tagging role. Yeah. Look, I'm going to go Brayshaw for 20 as well. Get rid of that. How about Jared Berry? What's he been doing? I highly doubt I'll go with him. He's a bit stressful, Berry, to be honest. Just, piss off, mate. Shocking numbers. Shocking. I'll steer Cleary there. Yeah, look, maybe there's not as much in this game as I thought. Yeah, there's really not, eh? This probably doesn't make for the most exciting video, but like I said, doing it live. So I'm just sort of thinking my way through it here as we go. Is there anything we can contemplate here in the 20 disposals? No, there's not. Look, alright, I will put Gawn in there. And look, maybe we won't be betting to. Maybe this will just be a couple of bets for this game. I do always try and say, look, Shorty, if there's nothing there if you don't like anything, then don't put it down. So, look, Harms for 15 is really tempting. So is Langdon. I think this 15 market's what we're playing in, though. What's Zach Bailey been doing? He's been getting a bit of the ball, but he does worry me how he can throw in those real low games. Don't know. Tell you what, I'm going to leave that, I think. Might bounce over to the other game. I was really hoping to just... yeah, look, I'm a bit speechless here, guys. Darcy Wilmot. Kadeem Coleman. What's he been doing? I know his numbers aren't as good with Rich in the team, but... I mean, just get 15, Kitty. Surely. That's alright, we're leaving that for now. Let's go over to the other game. And I haven't had one with the Dockers for a while, so I'm pretty keen to watch Sarong and the likes of Brayshaw rack up the pill. I'm going to bite that off straight away. Yeah, after DeGoey's game last week, you gotta smack that down there for sure. Oh, fuck that up. And I like Brayshaw for 25, I really do. What else can we entertain in the old 15s? Again, we're not about biting off too much, guys. We're just trying to find money-making opportunities. We're not trying to go for some crazy odds here. I feel like the way they play that possession game, Luke Ryan's always going to find a bit of the pill. And that, my friends, is money for jam. Boom. $1.10. Piece of cake. Let's just try and... I mean, you'd imagine Will Brodie's a piece of cake too for 20. How'd he go last week? I've got no idea. Only got the 19. That's strange. That is strange. We might just leave him there for the moment. Might come back to you, Will. I just love the way Nick Dacos goes about it. I really do. I'm going to go Pendles on this occasion. Did we have a 25? Oh, yeah, we had Brayshaw. Crisp just hasn't quite been racking up the ball as much as he was, eh? He was better last week from memory against the Cats. Better, but I don't know what that reflected numbers. 23. Yeah. What are we? $1.95. I mean... what's David Mundy even doing in that category? I mean, surely he just picks up 15 touches before he gets out of bed. Surely. Yes, he does. So I'm just going to chuck that in there. And I know it seems like a lot of damn work sometimes when I'm looking at these. And I'm only getting off for $2. But if you put down a bigger stake, you could just double your money. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to try and bite off too much. We got a little bit unlucky last week with a couple of possessions here and there. This second bet, I might try and just bite off a little bit extra. But look, it's not about being a hero and going 19 fucking legs and just, all you got to do is land it. All you've got to do is land it. So, was there anything else in these 15s? I don't think there was. Did I have Dacos in that last one? I didn't. Well, Nick, welcome aboard, mate. Welcome aboard. You know what? I can't see too much, so what we're going to do is we're going to get these 3 legs. And we won't same game multi, but we'll just go, what was it, Brayshaw, Gawn, and Salem. Because sometimes it doesn't always have to be same game multi, you know, guys. You can just waltz on over and just go to your all markets and just do it yourself. Do it over a couple of games. Obviously, you remove your right to pick up the old bonus bet. Bang. For 20. What did I say? Salem and Gorn. Hey, what's going on here? Why are you not multing? Maybe I just absolutely lied to you guys. That's bullshit if you ask me. What about now? Thank you. And Angus. And then we just waltz on over to the other game. And we'll chuck in those other guys that we had, which was what? I'm trying to remember now. Nick Dacos and Will Brodie, I think. I think that's all it was. We're not exactly getting carried away here, guys. We're not exactly going crazy on the old spend, but have a look at that. $2.14 that you can, this sort of stuff you can just retire on that. Oh, boom. Yeah, smash that up to $2.20. Chuck another tenner on that. I'll tell you what, we could retire after this, ladies and gentlemen. Things are getting crazy here at Shorty HQ. So just to review my bets, probably not the most intriguing video I've ever done, guys. My apologies. It's late and I just really cruised through some of those. But let's take a look at what we ended up with. The same game multi for the Pies and the Dockers reads a little bit like that if you just need a bit of a recapping. And then this was the one that we put over. We got a few on Friday night and just a couple. Dacos and Brodie there. And then we had 2 same game multis on the Friday night as well. Need the D's to get home. Need a few of the boys to get around in the midfield. And I feel like I had another one from that game. Thought I did. What the fuck's this? Oh, me Brown did a little Brownlow one. Well, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. Anyway, it's in there somewhere. There was another bet that I did. But good luck, guys. Have a bit of fun with that. Hopefully a few of those come through for you. I'll review that. I'll have another one out probably next week. And yeah, we'll talk soon. Looking to do a quiz night soon as well. So have a good weekend. Enjoy the footy. I'll chat to you all then. Cheers.